6 billion in the year 2024, an increase of Kenya shillings 1.678 billion, translating to 14% growth. Loans to members accounts for 77% to the total assets. We encourage members to save more so that we utilize own funds and give better returns to members. Mr. Chairman, 6. Total revenue. The society's revenue increased from Kenya shilling 1.628 billion to Kenya shilling 1.804 billion, an increase of 10%. Though our target annual increase is above 15%. This was an improvement considering the prevailing economic situation of our country during the year under review. We encourage members to patronize Sacco products in order to increase income. An increase in income translates to more surplus for distribution to members in form of dividends, interest, and bonus. Note 7, capital adequacy. The society's capital adequacy ratio during the financial period is as follows. A, institutional capital. What is required is 8%, but we are at 8.1%. 2023, we were at 8.4%. There was a slight drop. Core capital, it is required that we need to be at 10%, but we are at 15.3. In the year 2023, we were at 16.2%. A, institutional capital comprises of reserves and retained earnings. The more the earnings, the more the society shall be able to transfer to reserves, thus the improvement in the ratios. B, core capital comprises of the share capital, equity shares, reserves, and retained earnings. C, share capital grew from 611.8 million in 2023 to Kenya shilling 653.7 million in the year 2024. We appreciate members who voluntarily capitalized their dividends last year to the tune of Kenya shilling 26 million. We call upon members to voluntarily capitalize dividend at least to earn more in future. D, members are required to purchase share capital, a minimum of 500 shares amounting to 50,000. Starting from 50 shares of Kenya shilling 5,000. E, SACCOs are not allowed by the regulation and the bylaws to carry out business with individuals who have not purchased share capital. We will therefore ensure that all members have bought the minimum shares. F, equity shares increased from Kenya shilling 279.6 million in the year 2023 to Kenya shillings 284.1 million in the year 2024. Equity shares forms part of the society's capital base. Members' equity shares built Teachers Plaza in Eldama Ravine, that is where the head office is. Also built Mwalimu Plaza in Kabarnet, and also helps in expansion of our business. G, we encourage all members to continue purchasing equity shares towards construction of Boresha Plaza Marigat. So far, a total of Kenya shilling 13 million has been raised by members. Already, members who have made contributions are earning bonuses. H, the board and management proposes each member to capitalize at least 500 shillings from dividends towards construction of Boresha Plaza Marigat. If all members capitalize the dividends, we will be able to raise Kenya shilling 15 million in addition to the 13 million above, which is enough to kickstart the project. A resolution will be required there. Mr. Chairman, on members, that is point number 8, member savings and deposits. Savings and credit is a core business of the Sacco. As at the end of the year under review, savings and deposits grew from Kenya shilling 7.84 billion in 2023 to 8.618 billion in the year 2024, an increase of 10%. The minimum monthly deposit is Kenya shilling 2,500 or 10% of their basic salary, whichever is higher. Members contributing below the minimum due to payroll deductions are encouraged to increase their contributions either through check-off or by placing a standing order at the FOSA. 9.0. Loans to members. Net loans and advances increased from Kenya shilling 9.451 billion in 2023 to 10.014 billion in 2024. This was attained in the backdrop of challenging business environment. We urge members to be vigilant when guaranteeing loans. Report immediately to the nearest branch or make call to our officers when notified via a message that you have guaranteed a member not known to you. This is to avoid inconvenience and liability caused when such loans are defaulted. Note the character of and workstation of a loan applicant before signing as a guarantor. Do not sign a loan application form that is not fully completed. Remember, by signing, you are committing yourselves to paying the loan in case of default. Members, be aware. It has been noted that some members forge guarantors' details, which is a crime. The society adheres to the lending policy when appraising members for loans. Please do self-appraisal also before applying for any facility. It is the society's expectation that all issued loans will be fully repaid. This will lead to growth of dividends due to interest income earned, stable liquidity, compliance to regulatory ratios, and reduction of provisions for loan loss. It is therefore the responsibility of each member to ensure loans is repaid as per agreement to realize growth and stability. Mr. Chairman, 9.1, loan recoveries. A key parameter that the regulator assesses the performance of the Sacco is through the ratio of non-performing loans, NPL, and portfolio at risk, PAR. The standard PAR is 5% and below, but the Sacco currently is at 8.4%, an improvement from 9.0 in the year 2023. This means that we have substantial amount of non-performing loans. The management continuously ensures that robust loan recovery strategies and measures are in place to attain the prudential standards and ratios as required by the regulations. In the new changes of the regulations, SACCOs are required to map repayment dates without grace period, thus strict and timeline loan repayments. In the spirit of repaying loans promptly, the SACCO encourages members to ensure that loans are well repaid on time. Loan arrears and non-repayment of loans deprives members of optimum dividends rate because provision for loan losses reduces the surplus of the SACCO. Take it as your responsibility to track your loan repayments. The recent government levies and increases statutory deductions led to reduced ability to loan repayments for running loans. Affected members are urged to visit SACCO to regularize their loan repayments to avoid defaulting. Members in private institutions and employment are required to liaise with their employers and ensure that their savings and loan are deducted and remitted on time. Delays in remitting deductions by employers affect members' loan performance. Deposits, contributions, and in the long run impact on dividend earnings. The SACCO lending policy provides for guarantorship among members. The role of a member as a guarantor is to collaborate with the SACCO in loan monitoring and follow up in case of a default. Recovery mechanisms is being enforced, including distribution of loans to guarantors where all notices have been issued and the defaulter has not responded. Let us support loan recovery initiatives and strategies in place. We call for your cooperation to realize the growth and stability of our great SACCO now and in the future. Thank you. I'll invite my colleague. Proceed.
Thank you, Gabriel. Chairman, at 10.0 on members' patronage. SACCO patronage is the active participation of members through regular savings, contribution, borrowing, and utilizing financial services. It's essential for both the SACCO's sustainability and the financial well-being of members. Regular contributions and loan repayment ensure that the Sacco maintains adequate liquidity and expand products and services to members. Patronage leads to higher dividends and interest on savings while providing access to affordable credit at lower interest rates than other financiers. This fosters a savings culture, promotes financial discipline, and supports long-term wealth creation, hence personal financial stability. Additionally, strong patronage enables the Sacco meet members' diverse financial needs. The Sacco is members-owned, thus allow members' participation and democratic decision-making, giving members a voice in shaping policies and services. We therefore call upon all members to continue being loyal to the Sacco amidst the stiff competition, patronize products and services, and participate in recruitment of more members. This will ensure our society thrives for the benefits of members. Remember, our Sacco is more than just a financial institution. It's a thriving community that grows stronger when members invest and actively participate. On 11.0, that's Members Welfare Fund. Members Welfare Fund was established in the year 1999 to safeguard or secure members' loans, savings, or deposits of salaried members, and to provide consolation on bereavement. Monthly contributions currently is Kenya shillings 500, which is deducted from payslips or through standing orders of members. We regret to inform you that 59 members were reported to have passed on as at 31st December 2024. And we therefore shall stand for a minute of silence in their honor. So shall we stand? Thank you. Now the summary of the fund as at 31st December 2024. You can see we have the items, those are deceased members, we have bereavement claims, and we have retirees and those who withdrew from Sacco. For year 2021 in comparison of 2024 in comparison of 2023, 22, and 2021. Briefly, in the current year, as I've said, is 59 members who passed on. Total amount that we paid for this year was 33,843,136.24, compared to 2024, where 35 members passed on. 2022, 51 members passed on, and 2021, 77 members passed on. For the bereavement claims, this year we had 439 claims. Amount of 15,140,000. In comparison, 2023, we had 491 claims, which were a total amount of 12,372,697. 2022, 496 claims, which 13,426,105. And for 2021, 595 claims, total amount of 16,288,115. Those retired for 2024 were 14. Total amount normally when a member withdraws or retires, sometimes they withdraw. So that is total sum of it, that 14 retired and 159 withdrawals. Total amount of 4.6 million. 2023, 13 retired, 98 withdrawn. Total of 3.6 million. 2022, 18 retired, 17 withdrawn, 3.1 million claimed from the fund. 2021, 24 retired, 36 withdrew. A total of 2.8 million claimed. On the notes, note number 1, number of bereavement claimed, as already indicated earlier, 439. 6 cases were unsuccessful. Note 69, sorry, 9 cases were unsuccessful. Note number 2, deceased members reported were 59, as indicated earlier. 35 paid beneficiaries, so it means the others have not been claimed. 3, withdrawn members, 159. Normally, half of the welfare is paid when you withdraw, the other one is retained within the fund. Retired members, no, number 4, were 14, half of welfare paid also. Number 5, pending death claims from previous years to date, total are 64. Summary of the members' welfare payment as of 31st December 2024. You can see balance brought forward as at 1st January 2024. Total of 187,502,554 and 89 cents. We added contributions for the last year 2024, 97,890,338.68. Total fund is 285,392,893.57. And then we list the payments, bereavement claims and consolations, 15,140,000. Deceased members claims, 33,843,136.24. Withdrawn retired members claims, 4,648,458.78. And transfers to reserves of 25 million. Total withdrawals from the fund is 78,631,595.02, which gives net balance carried forward of 206,761,298.55, which for this 2025 going forward. Chairman, 11.11 on members' welfare fund benefits. On air, when the principal member passes on, consolation of Kenya shillings 20,000 is contributed by the Sacco for funeral arrangement. The amount is not deducted from the member's deposit or savings. 2, family may request for advance up to Kenya shillings 50,000 for funeral arrangement, depending on the savings the member has. Loan is written off against the member's welfare fund in case the member passes on. Savings or deposits in COSA is doubled and paid to the next of kin. Share capital and equity shares is transferred to the next of kin, nominated by deceased member as per the next of kin form. Where a member fails to fill or update their next of kin as a nominee form, their beneficiaries will settle matters with the public trustees, which is inconveniencing. It is vital to fill the next of kin forms and update when need arises. Requirements for processing of death claims. 1, we need death report form, and then we have death certificate, chiefs and delegates letter, that's confirmation. And then we have employer's clearance letter, letter of or next of kin ID or birth certificate if minors, and next of kin account. Those are general requirements that we require before we process the death claims to our the next of kin. Continue. We have a proposal. The Board of Management proposes to improve consolation fee of Kenya shillings 20,000 to Kenya shillings 30,000 upon demise of principal member, which shall be effective from 1st July 2025 upon dissolution. Bereavement benefits. When the principal member is bereaved by the death of biological father, mother, he or she is consoled with Kenya shillings 20,000, and if a child or spouse, Kenya shillings 40,000. A child is that born with a name up to 25 years of age as per members' welfare policy. And you are also reminded to keep updating on your next of kin forms. They are always available at our branches. Requirement for bereavement claims. 1, for a child, you should have birth certificate or notification, birth notification. For a spouse, you should have your ID, the ID copy and burial permit or death certificate. For biological parents, ID copy, usually for the deceased, and burial permit or death certificate. For permanent disability, active members who are certified as permanently disabled by a registered government medical practitioner and does not earn any employment income are paid up to Kenya shillings 100,000, one-off, to assist improve their condition. To ensure retired members enjoy welfare fund benefits even at retirement, the board proposes transfer of Kenya shillings 12,000. The board proposes transfer of 12,000 from deposit equivalent to 24 months installment of members' welfare fund account. Individual members will be required to fill consent forms for the transfer. Once the member receives pension or monthly contributions of Kenya shillings 500 will be effected. This also requires a resolution. Thank you. Let me continue.
Thank you so much, Chairman. I'll carry on from Number 12.0, Sacco products and services. Sacco products and services are often better than other financial institutions because they are member-focused, affordable, and flexible. One major advantage is the lower interest rates on loans. For example, most products, our interest rate is charged at 1% per month on reducing balance, while other financial institutions charge up to 20%. Additionally, Sacco members benefit from higher return on savings since the Sacco distributes dividends and interest on savings, unlike other financial institutions that offer minimal interest on deposits or none. The flexible loan repayment terms allow members to customize repayment schedules and extend loan periods to making payments more manageable to their economic situation. Access to credit is simpler, and the Sacco prioritizes its members' welfare. Loans can be secured through member guarantorship and collaterals, thus making them more accessible to a wider group. The Sacco is owned and governed by you members, thus ensuring the financial decisions serve the best interest of the member. This member-driven structure guarantees personalized service and building of strong relationship on individual financial needs. In addition to affordable credit, Boresha Sacco encourages a strong savings culture by encouraging regular contributions, enabling members to build financial discipline. The loan application process is also simpler and transparent with fewer requirements. This makes it easier for our members to access funds. Boresha Sacco contributes to the economic growth of the community through affordable credit to local businesses, thus ensuring that members' financial progress translates to economic empowerment. These benefits make the Sacco a superior financial option for individuals looking for affordable, flexible, member-driven financial solutions. Our products are on Appendix 2, which is page 14 to page 19. Honestly, those products and services are many because we are serving a diverse community. We have people who are in business, we have salaried, and we have the youth and women. So clearly, you might not benefit from all of them, but we have tailored to make sure that each and every person is included in the products basket. So explore it on your own and visit our branch for more advice on where you can suitably be eligible to have a product. Let's go to page 8, 13.0. Let's talk about retirement here. Retirement may seem like a distant reality, but the truth is, the earlier you start planning, the more secure and comfortable your future will be. Financial success is not just about the present, but ensuring long-term security even at retirement. The Sacco is committed to ensure members build a secure and prosperous future. Being a Sacco member gives you a unique advantage to have access to affordable loans and financial guidance. What we are doing now today is financial guidance. Save and invest wisely with the available products and services and retire in comfort. Your golden years should be a time of rest and fulfillment, not a time of financial worry or distress. The board stroke management advises retired members to channel retirement benefits through Boresha Sacco FOSA. A special fixed deposit product with competitive interest rates is available for members whose pension or lump sum is channeled through the Sacco and enjoys a better good return. Dear members, as you prepare for your retirement, please plan your loan stock borrowing to match the retirement period remaining to ensure that you will have your savings intact at the end of your working life. This will cushion you on any financial strain upon retirement. For those of us who are 30 and below, you might find like retirement is something that should not be in your vocabulary. time really moves, and the earlier you do it, the better you'll appreciate the steps, the baby steps that you started early. Chairman, we go to 14.0, delivery of service to members. The Sacco delivers financial services to members through technology and branch networks. Besides the head office, the Sacco has 19 fully fledged service points stroke branches across 7 counties. Kamosor, which is in our county where we are now, LKO Marakwet, was recently upgraded from a marketing desk to a fully fledged branch owing to growth in business within the region. The Board of Management wishes to remind members that in all the above branches, our staff are required to serve you freely with integrity, transparency, and efficiently. The management assures members of commitment to ensure you receive reliable and quality financial services at all times. It's also important for members to know that you have a role to play in upholding professionalism. By following the right procedures, providing accurate information, and seeking clarification when needed, it helps the Sacco to maintain high standards of service. Use the available official channels in case of any complaints or clarifications. Be assured that your records and data is handled with confidentiality in adherence to the ethical data privacy practices. Let us continue working together to make our Sacco a model of excellence where every member is valued, empowered, and confident in the services that we do offer. 15.0. This might seem like a past tense, Chairman. We wish to draw the attention of members to the notice from the Pensions Department to review and update their personal information, including contact details, banking information, and beneficiary details. And that's on, the deadline was yesterday, 28th of February, 2025. Please update and choose Boresha Sacco as your receiving bank, and that was on the appendix 4. This was a campaign that we were also running with our members on behalf of the Treasury to make sure that our retired members are not left out in updating their bank details, and of course choosing Boresha as their banking option. 16.0, amendment of the Society Bylaws 2016. The Society's bylaws is an important governance tool. It gets the general way of governing and managing the Sacco business. Members have a mandate to review these bylaws from time to time. The current bylaws in place was revised in 2016 last. There have been many changes in the industry since then, hence there is need for amendments. And there's an highlight of amendments on 17.1. The areas are there. We have the name from Boresha Sacco Society Limited to Boresha Deposit Taking Sacco Society Limited. That is the insertion of the word deposit taking in addition to the name. We also have capturing of member classification properly. Also, there is need to update the vision, mission, core purpose, and objectives in tandem with the new changes like the environmental, social, and governance, and in alignment with the strategic plan in place, which is 2021 to 2025. 4.4, recognize the use of technology, virtual meetings in transacting the society business, including voting in members' meetings, board meetings, and management meetings. Members, you remember 2020, COVID came and taught us so many things, including virtual. So that's why we have to amend and be in line with that. 5, expand our area of coverage stroke operations to Kenya and beyond. We have members who are outside Kenya, our children, our relatives, our brothers and sisters, so we have to include them because we have diaspora members. Capture the following changes in the electoral policy as previously resolved. There's need to revise the electoral cluster, review and align accordingly to take care of members' participation and expansion strategy of the Sacco. Go to the next page. Minimum shares and deposits to qualify for elections for both delegates and directors. Also, we have the number. No member shall be eligible to be elected into the board of directors unless one has served as a delegate for 2 terms consecutively and is serving as a sitting-in delegate. Also, there is need to include diversity, equity, and inclusion. That is the day for the sustainability of the Sacco. The board and supervisory committee member shall serve for 3 years before seeking fresh mandate and are eligible for re-election for another term of 3 years in a Sacco. Directors and delegates who have retired from active service qualify to vie both as delegates representing the last station of service and directorship in respective electoral area. A director who has been transferred outside his or her electoral area within the county qualify to stand as a director irrespective of the transfer, provided that members within the electoral area have no objection to be served by the transferred director. Delegates shall serve for a term of 3 years unless one is transferred outside electoral area, that is the area of the director. Rotational retirement of delegates as adopted in the year 2017. Factor changes in the Cooperative Society Bill 2024, if assented to law, this is already in Parliament, and any other areas that may arise during the review. Members are called upon to make contributions on various amendments, proposals, or memoranda may be addressed to the Chief Executive Officer by 10th of March 2025. The ADM will resolve on all the raised amendments. So members, we have a role to play in making sure that the amendments of the society bylaws captures each and everyone's contribution. You can write to our CEO and you can email it to info@boresha.sacco.co.ke. 18.0, role of members in digital transformation. We are in the digital era, thus the need to be more vigilant. It has been noted that some of the security threats affecting our members involve social engineering until a member SIM card is SIM swapped. The Sacco urges all members to prevent the SIM swap from happening by dialing *100*100#. This will stop a SIM swap unless one visits a mobile operator's office for that service. The security of your records, data, and financial information starts with you. When we are on 18.0, Chairman, I want to request all our members to have their bulletin down. We need to demonstrate this because as we serve you digitally, we notice the gaps that we have or how our members are being swindled by people trying to hack into their phone. So I would like one of you to, each and every one of you to pick their phone, the phone number that is registered with our records in Boresha Sacco. Then dial *100*100#. We'll all do together. I want to request one member to take us through what it's saying so that we make sure that we are not SIM swapped unexpectedly. *100*100#. I will choose one person to help us. What is it saying, Madam?
Your number 020760263 will only be replaced when you visit the nearest Safaricom shop care desk with your ID. Accept, reject.
Thank you. Do we accept or we reject? Yes. When you accept, what that means is that you will not receive that beautiful voice calling you very early in the morning, asking you that they are calling from Safaricom and they have noticed that your number has been registered twice. So mumeipata hiyo simu. So for you not to fall a victim, it's good you just dial that. Make sure that we are protected. And in case someone wants to change your SIM card, you have to have your ID and you have to visit the nearest Safaricom shop. So let's all accept. Let's all teach one person. Let's all teach 2 people. Let's all teach 5 people, and let's secure our information. Tuko pamoja? Tuko pamoja watu wa Elgeyo Marakwet County? Thank you very much. Much appreciated. Please, when you go to church tomorrow, tell somebody and take care of our old generation. They are highest victim of target. So I'm counting on all of you as my ambassadors. The population here today are my ambassadors, and each one of you will become the ambassador to make sure that we secure ourselves digitally. Yes, let's accept, please. Let's accept. Let's finish that stage to the end. Kila mtu amemaliza? Just finish. For those who have not accepted, please accept. And as you get the rest, please help them accept. 18.1, Chairman, our Sacco member update form. Our Sacco is registered as a data processor and a data controller as by the Data Protection Act 2019. Member data collected by the Sacco is used for the limited purpose of serving members better. It is the members' obligation under the Act to ensure that they give the Sacco the most accurate information as possible and keep updating this occasionally in case of any changes. To ensure compliance, we have a member update form at our branches that we expect members to use to update their information. Let no one be left out in this exercise to ensure Boresha Sacco complies with the Data Protection Act 2019. When you visit our branches, you'll get that form. Please fill it to make sure that the data that you have with us is as accurate as possible as per the member obligations. 18.20, Chairman. These are the channels of communicating with Boresha Sacco. Member Contact Center. The Sacco has a call center that acts as the first contact point for our members. There are various modes that the members can use to reach the Sacco as follows. We have a call center number which is 0110-43400. 2, we also have a WhatsApp contact 0720-200-689. We have a Facebook page at Boresha Sacco, which you can also reach us with your personal details on the messenger. Don't put it on the page itself, but go to the DM, the Facebook messenger. Email cs@boreshasacco.co.ke, and you can also send an SMS through the number 24615. We are also on other social media sites, including X, Instagram, TikTok, and WhatsApp channel. These channels help us promote the Sacco and share information digitally to ensure our members are updated. 18.3, Boresha star 434# additional services. More services have been added to our mobile banking platform, which are a product called Jasa Stock, which is a product for members who are using our pay bill for daily business collections. We also have the payment services as an additional feature that has the following. You can be able to transfer money to bank, and the option allows you to transfer money from your FOSA account to another bank account. For example, when you need to pay for services and you have up to a limit of $500,000 in a day. Also, we have pay to till. This allows you to transfer money directly from your FOSA account to a till. We also have pay to pay bill. This allows you to transfer money from FOSA to a till, especially when you are making purchases of goods and products. We also have one, which is really, really a big thing, Chairman. For those who are in business of M-Pesa, you need to train them to stop telling customer, atuna float. Because when you're a member of Boresha Sacco, you can purchase M-Pesa float from star 434#. This has allowed M-Pesa agents to enjoy the benefits of replenishing their float. So if you visit a shop and you M-Pesa agent and they tell you hakuna float, please use that opportunity to market Boresha Sacco, and out of that you can be able to get a loyalty reward on member recruit a member strategy. Hiyo nimewapatia trick moja, so we expect everybody to get somebody at the end of the month of March. There's also a very important point to know that for those who are using our Biashara pay bill 545-500, it is free. Boresha Sacco pay bill number is free to deposit. There are 20 services running on the mobile banking platform. Please explore them. We appreciate esteemed members for supporting Sacco in innovations that improve service delivery through feedback. The Sacco is exploring to roll out more loan and savings products on mobile, including online guarantees for our members who live in different geographical locations. People might be living in different places and they would like to guarantee one another. So how do you go about? Because my colleague mentioned about forgery of signatures earlier. So to avoid this, we're exploring ways at which you can be able to do online guarantorship on SMS so that it can be binding without forgery. 19.0, election of delegates. Delegates representing members in the following electoral areas are due for election but qualify for re-election. We had the following areas: Mogotio, Tiati, Marigat, Makutani, and today we are going to have Kapsabet and Trans Nzoia. The list is vetted, and the list of vetted and cleared candidates is attached as an appendix in this appendix number 4. B, election of directors. The following board/committee members are due to retire both as delegates and board members as per the 1/3 rotation policy applicable annually and are eligible for re-election. The names are there, and I would like to take this opportunity to congratulate all of them for being re-elected back. C, election procedures. The electoral policy spells out the minimum qualification for both delegates and board members to be nominated for elections. Vetting a nomination committee each year ensures that these qualifications are adhered to by all candidates. Directors and delegates qualification as per the society's bylaws and electoral policy is attached as appendix number 3. And normally the cooperative officer is the presiding officer during these elections. 2.0, that's our conclusion. This conclusion, Chairman. Next year, 2026, God willing, the society will be commemorating 50 years of remarkable milestone of resilience, excellence, financial growth, and empowerment to our esteemed members. The Golden Jubilee is a journey shaped by hard work, sacrifice, and unwavering trust by loyal members. Since inception on 31st of August 1976, Boresha Sacco has tremendously grown to be a formidable economic pillar in the region and beyond. We appreciate members who have continuously embraced the Sacco and have been able to build great homes, pay fees, improve farming, and even started businesses. Some even purchased land, and some was to sort emergency cases using the Sacco loans. Boresha has indeed transformed lives of many, many members. Are you one of them? The board and management are committed to ensure that members get quality services and attractive returns on investments. The society's vision of being the financial provider of choice remains our biggest focus. Through mobilization of members' savings, we provide quality, competitive, and tailor-made products that meet the diverse needs of our members. Thank you once again for choosing Boresha DT Sacco. We continue to call for your patronage and loyalty. Together, we build a cooperative that not only members meets our financial needs, but also exceeds members' expectations. We hope that the knowledge shared here today serves as a stepping stone towards greater financial empowerment. The path to financial success is a journey of continuous learning, and we are committed to support you in every step of the way. Thank you very much for attending our Members Education Day. United, we prosper. Pamoja twastawi. Thank you, members. We have the statistical information on page 11. And as we do the member recruiter, member loyalty on page 13, Chairman, it's good to note the requirements for somebody to join and become a member of Boresha Sacco. We collect the following KYC documentations, or we request for that. We need your personal identification documents, which is a copy of the ID, KRA, PIN, passport size photo. And you also need to fill a membership form, which is available on our website, and you can be able to get it from our branches. And you are required to pay an entrance fee of 500 shillings. Monthly contribution is required of 2,500 shillings, where 500 goes to the member welfare fund. And once you have a FOSA account, the minimum operating balance is 500 shillings. So it's important for you to note that as you help us reach out and recruit a member, for that member to be a paid up member meeting the terms and conditions. Page 14 is our products up to page 17. Up to page 19, sorry. Then we have the electoral policy extract on page 20 and 21. We also have the list of candidates for election on page 22. Then we have the Treasury, National Treasury and Economic Planning update of member pensioners' details as an extract on page 23. Page 24 is for you to pick your notes and also for you to get a message for your financial empowerment. And the last cover page is on the product for our people using our pay bill, which is the MDASA stock product. It's good to note the features. Ndio mtu asikwame kwa biashara aweze kujiendeleza. And thank you so much. The last page, the cover page, has mobile banking features. Thank you, Chairman. Back to you.
Asante sana. Can you clap for the 3 people who have read for us? Okay. I think for those who have arrived right now, please, karibuni. This is tumeanza kazi. And I'm requesting next year, please, let's try to come up early. Can we agree what the time? Can we put Sanan? Tukuje Sanan? How tukuje Sanan? Because this is too much. Kama imeandikwa saa 4, siku mnachua na kasi leo. Tuweke saa ngapi? The time that you people are comfortable. What time? Yes? Saa 4. We agree. So next year, to start signing sharp. Am I right? I think I'll come here again. And then I'll close the door, sign the sharp. Not even this gate. Ile ya huko nje huko nitafunga huko. Na kuna mtu anaingia hapa. Na leta askari wasimama huko. Let's try to be there. We finish early, go back home. Thank you. Let's go back to page 3. Anybody with any comment on page 3? Res, you say your name?
Okay, Chairman, I'm Aaron Kiptala, a member of Boresha Sacco from Marakwet site.
Thank you.
So on page 3 on the dividends, I think Boresha Sacco should be open and tell us how they are calculating their dividends.
Yes.
Because if you say 10% of 50,000, that's around 5,000. But the amount we are receiving is less. So I tried to go further last year in Ingwaya. And some people who have started accounts told me that Boresha Sacco are using something called pro rata, which means the deposits or what you get on January will not earn the same dividends as what you get on December. So there was an accountant who took me through, and
Yes.
he was telling me that you do the amount
Yes.
for January 12 out of 12, for December is 1 out of 12. So I was just in my humble request, if you could make further, you could go further and tell members the way you are calculating their dividends. Thank you.
Next question. Ndio tujibu sote pamoja.
Are you still in the same page? Okay, can you go ahead to page? Okay, Chibu. Can somebody answer that question?
Thank you so much for that question. And it's good you have the answer of prorated. And prorated means that if you bring money in December 24th, 2024, over 100,000, expecting to get 13%, you will get 13% of the 6 days that the money will be in your account. That is what prorated means. If you had 100,000 at the beginning of January 2024, you will get 13% of the 100,000, which is how much? 13,000. 13,000, okay?
Correct.
From the 13,000, the government also says we need something called withholding tax of the amount that you earn, which is 5% of the 13,000. Tunaweza fanya tena calculation ya 5% of 13,000.
Ndarudi chini, tuendelee.
Ukishafanya hiyo ni serikali.
Yes.
Unless you have a disability and you have KRA tax exemption, utaenda na 13%. Very good to know that as well. Then we have a processing fee of just 500 shillings. Imekuja pesa ngapi? That is why it's not. Processing fee ni 500 too. Of all the rebates that you'll earn, which is the dividends, interest on deposits, and bonus on on equity shares. Is that clear, members? Has it brought you somewhere?
Tumeelewa.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. So you realize, members, the more you have, the better you earn. Let's not stop at share capital of 30,000, where most of us tumekwama. Let's not stop at 50,000, which we proposed last year, we moved to 50,000. Let's move above and beyond for you to earn something meaningful. That step is your personal choice, your personal decision, and the earlier you start doing that, the better. Now that we are on that again, allow me to touch on the capitalization. Please, usikule kila kitu. Rudisha something back, plow back something which you earn, so that the next year you earn better. The next year you earn better. That will improve your economic power as a member. Asanteni sana. Back to you, Chairman.
Yes.
Thank you, Bwana Chairman. I can add something on the pro rata basis of paying the dividends. to members. That method has been adopted by most corporate society SACCOs, the DTs, deposit taking SACCOs. We, I think the regulator, SASRA, saw that there are some people who, for example, I can sell my property and deposit money in my SACCO, 1 million. That's in November. In November, 1 million, I think my money has not worked for me or for the SACCO for enough money to earn me an interest, which is what to be paid in December. That's 1 month. So we said no member should benefit from why he has not saved. So that's why we save wisely, borrow regularly, and repay. So the policy which came up is that pro rata basis be used so that members can enjoy their savings properly and the returns properly by prorating their payments, the surpluses to their accounts. So that's not new. And on the 10% withholding tax, in fact, some time back, the government was taken to court because they wanted withholding tax to be 10%. International Cooperative Alliance and the Cusco, which is now on blues, they went to court and then they succeeded. So we returned to, you can remember, Mr. Chairman, there's a day we were even refunded the members the 5% because we had deducted 10% withholding tax. It is now 5%. So that was the criteria which the government is using and the regulator SASRA. Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you very much. Let's go to page 4. Page 4. Anybody with any comment on page 4 from number 5 up to the lower part? Right? We have a proposal. The last H. Let's look at H. The board and management proposes each member to capitalize 500 shillings from dividends towards construction of Boresha Plaza, Marigat. So we are proposing that we want to take some 500 shillings from our dividends this year and to end to change Marigat. Even the ones we have built, we have already built El Damaravin, we have already built Cabernet. Now we can see Marigat is growing very big because it's the headquarters of Baringo South now. It's a constituency by itself, and so we want to build a big plaza in Marigat. And we have gone round Baringo yote na wamekubali kwamba chukua shilingi 500 from our dividends. My people welcome Marakwet. What do you say? Because that is our building, still bad in yetu. Are we agreeing that we take 500 from that small dividends that we are getting? Yes? Put up your hands. Kongoi picture, Kongoi kapesa, send the Oh, a proposer and a seconder, yes. A proposer at the back there. At the back there. Weka sauti tu wene mwanaume. Seconder, you come back later.
No Kipchumba.
Member number? 21021. Thank you very much, Kiprono. Seconder? I'm looking to this left. A lady. Oh, Chenda. Na sisi wanaume tuchunga hii wanawake tunaweza kushinda sisi siku moja. They are coming up seriously. Yes, propose. Seconder?
Pascal, member number 51. I second.
15401. Well done. Tumalizana hiyo page. Page 5. Page 5 from number 8 to 10. 8 to 10. Anybody with any comment? Same gentleman here by microphone.
Okay, I think mine is, before I go there, I had the cooperative officer talk about Cusco in Blues.
Yes.
So, Mr. Chairman, are we safe? It's my first question.
That's what my remarks, I will talk about Cusco. Thank you.
Yeah. Anasema in his remarks, he will say. Thank you very much. Otherwise, I also want to say, I told you I came from Mombasa last week. And the meeting, we were dealing with Cusco also. And so we want to revive. Hata kama nyumba naanguka ni yetu, tutacharibu namna ya kufanya. So we shall come to that later. We are not giving you the report this time. Thank you.
Go to page 5.
Yes.
So as I go to page 5, Bwana Chairman, every year, Boresha Sacco, we are being given a very beautiful calendar.
Yes, please.
Which is decorating our homes. In fact, when you look at my home, like in this year, I think you have the answer why we have no calendars this year. So on page 5, I was talking about loans. So I wanted to ask you, to request the Boresha Sacco, if possible, especially on members who are taking loans, especially the top-ups. A member might have paid until 50,000 from $1 million. But when you top up, your charges are very high. Can you kindly review? 2, when you are processing, I try to recruit some members from Marakwet.
Yes.
Then when his salary was channeled through Boresha,
Yeah.
then you have an overlap of taxes when you are processing. You are assessing processing fees, you excise duty, you what. So he came back to me and he told me, where did you take me? I was in a bank where when they cut just once. If it's 150, it's 150, it's off. But Boresha, you have a line of charges you are charging from excise duty, stamp duty, reward duty, all of them. Can you try to
explain?
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Can you, the officers who are here? Yes, Gabriel is the loans officer.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Chairman, and thank you, Member Kiptala, for that question. I believe in relation to the taxes that the government levies on transactions, that one we may not be able to answer because they have their set standard in terms of what needs to be charged on commissions. So most of the charges that we are levying on our loans, members had raised some questions, I think 4 years ago. And we did review the tariffs that we are charging. And as we charge also members, let's remember that since 1976, our interest charge has always been 1%. Sine. And being 1% on reducing balance, it means it is the cheapest. As even the bank tells you that they are cheap, if there's a member here who has a bank loan, make a comparison on the same. See what Boresha charged you and see what the bank charged you. And at the end of the year, Boresha will come to visit you and say, you've invested in the Sacco, and kindly we have a token of appreciation in terms of dividend and bonus on equity shares and even interest on deposits. And the same are derived from what members raise from those charges that we charge. We are not the highest, I can assure you. Even the member who said there are some charges that they charge, the government charges what we call excise duty. That is the government rate. It is even 15% of any commission that the Sacco charge. So when we charge you the 200 shillings, the government will say 15% of the 200. That is 30 shillings, 60 shillings inaenda kwa serikali. Na serikali wakipeleka hiyo pesa ni hii yenye inaenda kwa taxes yetu. And then any set, that is why also in terms of the dividend, umesikia kuna ile percentage of 5%. On the salary, there is a standard that is charged also. When the employer is remitting salaries also to members, there is what we call third-party deductions. And you want to charge from their side. Ile benki ina receive, they deduct some commissions, and the Sacco will charge 100 shillings for processing your salary. The others are levies for the government. So be assured, members, that we are listening to you. And for any charge that we levy, we also measure and see what is the economic value of that. And what we must appreciate also is that at the end of the year, members are appreciated through that dividend. Otherwise, tukisema sasa tushukishe kila kitu, the rate might also come down. And I don't know how members will feel when instead of us paying 10%, same 28%. How will the environment be at that particular moment? So we must balance also the cost of administering the services within the Sacco, the cost of also operational cost, the other costs, and at the end of the day, what remains goes to the member. So, but we are not saying we won't listen. We will also be listening to other members also the way we are saying, but that is the position as it is of now. Thank you.
Yes, Madam ako na kitu ya kusema.
As Chairman mentioned earlier, we are serving members who are here and beyond, and we have a question online which we cannot avoid touching it because he's asking Kiprono Choge. I am following the proceedings. You are proposing 500 on dividends. That is what we have passed, and as a resolution, and he's asking, what if my dividends earning is lesser than 500 shillings? So for that question, Kiprono Choge, we are saying that for those who will earn net payout of less than 500, we might not be able to get the 500 from them that year, but we are encouraging everybody to participate, even if it means depositing differently using the available channels. We have M-Pesa, we have deductions from deposits and the rest. We urge each and every member to participate in the 500 shillings towards the Boresha Plaza in Marigat. Thank you, Chairman.
Very good. Well, I said we are online. We are seen. Everybody is looking at you now. And you can see that question. Which country does that come from? Jasema. Ilasema ni ngambo. So, we are also in abroad. People are looking at you and they are asking questions. Let's continue to the next page. Page 6. Page 6. Page 6. Anybody with any comment? I have mine myself. Oh, let him, then I'll answer mine.
Thank you, Chairman. My name is Elijah Chebet from Kamarin. When we look at the withdrawal trends from 2021,
Yes.
I'm seeing members who withdrew at 36, 2022, they became 77, then 2023, 98, 24, 159. What could be the problem? This seems to be a worrying trend. Maybe we can
Very important question for Chibet. Yes, my people here. If there is another one on the same page, then they can answer all of them. Yes, before he answers, I also want to say that according to statistics ile tumefanya tukiwa office, the retirees also is dangerous. I want to tell you 2027 wazee wote watakuwa wameenda nyumbani. Almost a quarter of all people are retired 2027. And even if you tell these people are now nearing to that area, asiwezi kukosa watu 20 hapa. Na wale sasa wawezi kuja nyumbani. So the issue is what we told you, even if you retire, please channel that little what you call it pension through Boresha, as the gentleman has said. And ukiuza mahindi yako, unda ng'ombe yako, mbuzi, lete vitu kwa account, alafu utakula pole. Go ahead, Bwana Gabriel.
Thank you, Bwana Chairman. The reason as to why 159 members have withdrawn, they are based on many reasons that the members also keep. I want to address the issue of members who are retiring. Statistically, by the year 2028, almost half of the workforce will have retired, both in the civil service and even those who are at the teaching fraternity. Reason being, employment has been slowing gradually, even within our nation. So when a member retires, there are some who voluntarily say, today, mimi nataka nipumzike from the Sacco. And knowing that the Sacco cooperative law says voluntary entry and voluntary exit. But we are not releasing the retirees. We are encouraging them every day to remain being members of the Sacco even after retirement. We have a number of them, majority of them. And members, if you go to page 7 on a proposal for transferring part of deposit for the retired members, that is D, that we are proposing to transfer 12,000 from your deposit. When a member retires, currently it takes between 1 to 18 months to receive the pension. Kama umeng'ang'ana sana, ni miezi 9 hapo, pension inafika. But majority of them ranges from 1, some even goes up to 24 months to receive the pension. But this member is vulnerable at the time of retiring. Pengine, angesaidika kwa maneno ya bereavement. So we need the 12,000, part of your deposit, we transfer to welfare so that it covers you for the 24 months. Ili, pension ikirudi, we can transfer part of your pension, the lump sum, to recover the 12,000. So one of the key things that brings the retirement or the withdrawal of members is age, or those who have hit the retirement age as per the government. Number 2, I believe also us as members, we have children. We have Gen Zs. We have youngsters who are not ready to save. Our children, I know most of you, you have a child who is working or a child who asks barua somewhere. But when you introduce them to the Sacco at younger age and you tell them the positives of the Sacco, unfortunately, most of us, we complain so much for a small issue that may have arisen, mpaka hata huyu Gen Z hawezi kuamini kama hii Sacco itaendelea in the next few years. So yeye anaanza he does not believe in the Sacco movement. The same thing those of us parents who used to do farming, by red ram, coffee, and tea. The young generation never saw the importance. Anaona papa alikuwa na kahawa lakini maisha yake yote hakuishi maisha mzuri vile angetaka. Yeah, anaona kama this thing is something negative. So the same thing I want to encourage all of us. Let us also talk to the young people. Because you see, majority of those who want to withdraw is that they have not taken key interest on the information about SACCOs. I had one member from this region. I was talking to her yesterday. Ameandika barua anataka kutoka. She has made her savings. She has not even borrowed a loan. Very young person. Lakini akasema anataka kutoka. When we discussed with her, anasema, mimi sijaona umuhimu wa sako sana. But after talking with her for around 15 to 20 minutes, she said, I'm rescinding my resignation. So it is the information also part of it. Maybe we support each other also as the management. We do our part in disseminating information to our young people so that they can know it is important to have SACCOs. Where you want to develop in this nation is through the cooperative movement. Na kama uko kwa SACCO, if you are in the bank, you will be serving the bank. Because at the end of the year, they declare dividends, it goes to shareholders. You are not a shareholder of that bank. But the SACCO, when you are a shareholder of this SACCO, you will declare dividends based on the profits that came. Na tunakulipa wewe. So it means almost half of what we pay you ni ile interest ambayo ulitulipa. Tunakulipa hata nusu yake. Inarudi kwako. So that is one of the things that we've seen in Alete. Ni hawa watu wadogo sana wataki kubaki kwa SACCO sana sana. But for us, I want to say, we have also embraced them technologically and even those who are abroad. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you very much, Madam Chairman. I have one or two things to let me repeat what you have said here about retirees. I want to draw your attention to page, I think page 8. Page 8, paragraph 3. Paragraph 3. In this page it says, the board and management advises retired members to channel retirement benefits through the SACCO. And they are also advising them to recruit others. Why are these people withdrawing? They are withdrawing because they choose to go out because they don't know the benefits. They are not getting anything. According to them, there is this issue of break. You can see the break. When that break comes, they decide to get money through their savings. And how to go about is to withdraw so that they can get the savings. So what they are saying is, we are calling upon you to recruit those people and tell them the benefits of being in the SACCO. 2, let us resolve for them, which is you also, because you are also going to retire. Those of us who have retired may be lucky because now they are getting their benefits. Those of you who are retiring and may get a period when you have nothing. What you will opt to do is to go back and get your savings. So that is what is causing. And these people are many. They always increase. Those who are retiring are always increasing. So that is the cause. Another thing that I want to call upon you people to look at properly is about ratios. Go to page 4. If you go to page 4, you realize what we call these capital adequacies. When you look at 2023, you find that institutional capital was 8.4. Are you seeing? Last year, we went down to 8.1. And what is required, which as minimum by the regulator, is 8. What is likely to happen next year? If members withdraw their money, what will happen is this called an adequacy, which is a must, will go down. And what will happen? We are going to pay less dividends. Number 2, go to the next one, core capital. Our core capital 2023 was 16.2%. This year, what we are now reading is 15.3. Is it reducing or increasing? And what is required? Are you seeing also the trend is bad? Let me take you to another page. I want to take you to page 11. Look at page 11.
Still capital adequacy ratios. These are more than that. Now we have core capital, as we have said. We have core capital to assets. Look at the last year was just what we have said, and it has come to 10. Another core capital to total deposits. It was 23, has come to 23.2, 23.5, 23.2, and it is coming down. Go to institutional capital. The same trend. Go to this one called net loan to total assets. It is supposed to be 70 to 80, and you can see it was 83. It has come to 76. Is it coming? Is it the same trend again? This is where the danger is, and our experts will tell us. Savings to total assets. You can see also it is the same trend. It is happening. Can we think of how we can go about maintaining what is required? And it must be somewhere. Can somebody explain?
Yes, Mavs here. Anybody who wants to answer?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. In regards to the issue of capital ratios, we are within the regulatory framework that is required. But what we need to do is we need to encourage members to do more capitalization and even increase their share capital. Remember, we said we are pushing the share capital of our members from 30,000 minimum to 50,000. A number of us have not met that. So we need also to go back to our stations, discuss with our members the need to increase our share capital to the new minimum of 50,000. And it is a simple way of doing it, members. As we are saying, we need to raise the 500 shillings from our dividend to equity shares. We can as well also say, can another 1,000 goes to our share capital? For those who are channeling their salary through the force, can you also put a standing order of a small amount? You don't need to do a huge magic. Do even 200 shillings per month from the small amount that you got on a wake up. And also as you borrow even that loan that you borrow, you can even put in your form, kuna mali nasema what needs to be deducted. You can say, deduct even 1,000 from my loan that I borrowed to share capital to equity shares. These are the things that balances our ratios. The other thing also was on the ratios in relation to savings. Remember, members, our minimum savings is supposed to be 2,500. When the levies came, the government levies, that is the housing, that is the share, there's even increment also. For you teachers, I know, amugwa mnato NSSF. See, in NSSF ilikuja. When those ratios came, it reduced your a third of basic. And the soft spot where employers see sana sana, they go with what you deduct to your Sacco. Wanapunguza. So when they reduce, unakuta member alikuwa anatoa 2,500, unakuta amepunguza, anatoa 1,500. The savings has already reduced. It will impact negatively also on the ratios. So that's why we are encouraging members that when it has reduced in the pay slip, can you chip in also by allowing from your salary, recover the difference from your salary. And when we do that, we will be able also to capitalize our Sacco. We will be able also to boost our savings so that we are self-sufficient in most of these things. And even the ratios will improve. And it does not require magic. It only requires us to be willing to part with a small thing. Last year, when we approached our members to do voluntary capitalization of dividends, we were able to raise 26 million. Even this year, we are encouraging you to do a voluntary capitalization of dividends. Unaweza capitalize iende kwa share capital, ama ukiona uweke kwa savings pia ni sawa. But we want to encourage our members that let's always be saving. For those of you who are in business, Ukipata ya maziwa, kwa nini usilete kwa sako yako? Utakuwa umeongeza. Si lazima tu ung'ang'anie kwa hii mshahara. The other opportunities that God has blessed you. Nyinyi mko kwa region, mnapanda matunda, mnapanda viazi, mnapanda mboga, wengine wanapanda ngano. When you harvest maize also, you can still put something to boost your savings, boost your dividends in future. Because when you earn, you will have answered the question that Member Kitala was saying. Hii prorata ni kama hii pesa atupati ile pesa tulitarajia, kwa sababu inazuia wale wanakuja kuboost mara moja. Lakini ukiboost mapema kama saa hizi sasa, mmefuna mahindi last year, mmeuza kidogo, leta hata gunia moja, ongeza kwa pesa yako ya sako. Funa ile pyrethrum ambayo naona mmeanza kupanda sasa. Ukiuza passion, ukiuza mboga, uza viazi, there's nothing you cannot do. So members, there are much responsibilities on us also. Let us also capitalize our sacco effectively, and we shall also be able to provide efficient services, and also we'll have enough money even to provide other credit services and other new products that will still support our members in their development. Thank you so much.
In addition to that, we realize that we save. Most of us, nani ako na loan na Boresha in this hall today? Most of us. We have more loans than the deposits that we have given to Boresha Sacco. When you check on page 5, let's go to page 5. Our loans, 10.014B, and our savings, 8.61 billion. That difference in itself calls for a very serious negotiation from all of us as members. Why can't we save more? Why can't we save more so that we can improve our institutional capital with Boresha Sacco? When you bring 100 shillings, after 6 months, you go with 400 shillings. Hiyo 300 umepewa juu yake imetoka wapi? So if we really work hard, bring members who need to save more and might not be borrowing, then you who need to borrow can be able to take the loan from the pool that is saved amongst ourselves. Then that ratios, as highlighted by the supervisory board member, will be attained. So it comes back to us again. Let us look at ways and means at which we can improve our economic capacity at individual levels. For those of us who have salary, please, let's think out of the box on how we can bring our other incomes that we have to Boresha Sacco. So there are products for biashara people. There are products for farmers. As we earn our salary, we are farmers. As we earn our salary, we are in business. We are taking milk to the cooperative societies and everything. So where are we banking that other incomes that we have? And for those who don't have an additional income, it's also good to dream of starting and getting an additional income so that we can grow the amount that we save with Boresha Sacco, so that we can reduce the strain on the deposits when we are multiplying to give you a loan. Tuko sawa? Shukran.
Hey, I'm getting worried myself. Members, I don't know what you are getting, it things. Can you see 9 point something billion? Na sisi tuko na 8. Iyo 1 point something billion inatoka wapi? Si ni bank? Si tunaenda bank kuomba. Alafu hapa tunakuja sema dividend sikuje juu. I wish the minds of these people will be changed like Kikuyus. Kikuyus are very intelligent. Do you know what position are we in Boresha? We're number 17. But number 1 to 16 are from Central. 1 to 16. The top 1 to 16. When I was in Ketsa, they were trying, let us see the top 10 circles. na wote wakasimama, Wakikuyu wote, hakuna Mkale hata moja, hakuna Mchaluo hata moja, hakuna Mluya. Alafu sisi tunaokopa ati tukiweka pesa yetu Boresha itapotea. And then where do you take that money? Nowhere. You don't even get to the bank. Unasema wacha tu nifanye biashara. Biashara hii naanguka. Ladies and gentlemen, can we save for tomorrow? Can you save for yourself? So that when you grow old and you go home, you have something to go and eat. The Kikuyu say, kijana akisha kwa murane, ameenda somewhere, wazee wanajua. Akitoka nje kwenda kwako papa, anapatiwa msiku yake, anapatiwa kila kitu yake, kwenda. Na hana nyumba, anaenda msituni, anaenda kuchangana, kufanya nini, mpaka siku moja yeye ako na shamba yake, Wasikishu au Baringo. Sisi tunashika mtoto na kwa mtu mzima, anatapata msichana, unaleta nyumbani, analala kitanda na mama. How stupid are we? Surely, look at such nonsense. Mtu asiyekuwa mrani, toka. Wewe kama mpaka yako na bibi yako nyumbani, na uchunge ile mali yako. Na mwambie hii shamba ni yangu, my friend. Hii si yako. This is yours. And that's what I want to tell you. I'm telling you the truth. I speak from my mouth. My boys walikuwa nataka shamba huko nyumbani Kablu. Nikamwambia hakuna shamba hapa bwana. Hii ni yangu na bibi yangu, full stop. Tukapigana na vijana mpaka wametoroka. Wengine kwa Kapsabet, wengine kwa Elgeyo Marakwet, wengine wameenda upande ya Nakuru. Hakuna shamba. I have not given them even an inch. Hata ya kulima hakuna. Man, go home and ask my wife. She will tell you. So, anatukile hicho kikitibi kitigeleti. Nashika mtoto, nasukuma yeye. So, with a little money that I'll get my own dividend, what you call pension, plus what I have saved in Boresha. Mimi nakula pole pole. I've retired many years ago. 2017 mpaka leo. Mimi niliwacha kazi ya serikali, nikaona hii bure. Na si mbaya sana. I want to tell my friend from Mr. Gavlagat a story. I was an education officer. Then I was transferred to Kapsawar. I think you were still young that time. Nikakuja nikapata DEO at that time. Kaniambia, there's no space here for islands. Wewe taramuka kwa chini na tot. Nikaambia tot. Nikasema sawa. Can you give me 1 week I go and prepare? And then I go. Nikaenda Kabarnet, nikaandika barua yangu ya TSC ku resign. Barua ikarudi. Kaniambia there is no reason why you should resign. I cheated them. I told them I've got a job elsewhere. Wapi kasi. They told me, thank you very much for the services you have rendered to the government. And I went. Sio kwamba I hated the Marakwet. No, they're good people. But because of the valley, Sikuyu at that time ilikuwa na vita ya Pokot na Marakwet huko chini huko tot. Sasa nikasema naenda kumaliziwa huko chini. Nikawacha. So, ladies and gentlemen, man, something which will build you tomorrow is what we are telling you. Increase your shares, weka pesa yako kidogo juu, capitalize what you have, ile iko nayo weka kuchu tena, bado ni yako na utakula pole pole. Thank you very much. Right? Yes, sema ndugu yangu.
Wacha niseme kitu kingine kidogo tu. Hapa sasa nataka nyinyi muende mpaka page 5. Page 5. 90. You will see something called provisioning. I'm trying to provoke your minds. Are you seeing provisioning? Sio kama mnaona. Hapo paragraph ya mwisho. Ya chini. Hii ya katikati. Hiyo ya loan. Maana hiyo provisioning. Your provisioning ni sisi tuna course. Why? How are we causing it? And this one also reduces our dividends. Reason is defaulting of loans. This is loan default. When we default more, we provide more from our surpluses, which is supposed to come to our dividend earning. Now I'm seeing here, we need to do something. You can see something called NPL. Is it anywhere there? Are you seeing NPL? Non-performing loan. That non-performing loan is with our members. And the members are ourselves. Isn't it ourselves? It's ourselves. What I want us to think about is how do we go about getting what our members have. Sometimes we are asking, and these are the people who are asking. I'm not asking. I'm not asking. Mimi naangalia tu mambo yenu, na mimi nakuja kwa advice hawa, wafanye wasifanye, nimewaambia. Lakini saa hii kwa sababu niko hapa, wacha niwaambie, alafu mjichunge. Mahali nataka nyinyi mjichunge ni hii kitu inaitwa provisioning. Hiyo provisioning na kwenda overdraft kwa bank kujasia sisi ile pesa tunahitaji kama loan inaleta tabu hii. Can we save more? Can we repay our loans on time? And we also let us work together towards those people who have our money. That money is ours, and we provide for them so that we do what we call writing off, isn't it? When loans are when they are unable to collect, they will say, "Let us get what we used to get, and we repay for them." That is what we call writing off. We want to avoid that so that we get what we are supposed to get. This forum is for learning. That is why I'm trying to provoke your mind so that you think and imagine how you can get back what is already in the bush. Are we together? Thank you, Jim.
Thank you very much, Mr. Mengich. And I think we are coming to educate one another. Is that true? Yes, for those people who are here, they will go home today very rich in mind. Let's go now to continue page 7, number D, page 7D. To ensure retired members enjoy welfare fund benefits even at the retirement age, the board proposes transfer of 12,000 from deposits equivalent to 24 months installment members welfare fund account. So we are proposing that we can take 12,000 and put into that area of yours and have the pesa. We need a resolution. What is your opinion? If you have any comment to say, or you a proposal and a second. You pass pesa yako. Pass pesa yako. Mengi, can you explain to them the meaning of what is this?
We need a resolution here. This is on number. Okay. I'm seeing this resolution here. Anyway, what we are saying is, where will I retire? So when I retire, I believe all of you who are in service now will one day retire. And he has said, between when you are retiring and the time your retirement benefits are coming, there will be a break. And you want to benefit from the welfare. Isn't that true? The policy says, if there will be a break, you will not benefit from it. And I want to cite an example. We had a teacher who retired last year. And in between, there is that break. Unfortunately, he passed on. Sometimes, I think we buried him last week. When it came to the benefits, the policy does not allow. And he has savings, and he has been patronizing the society, but because the policy doesn't allow, this man could not benefit. The loan that was there will not be written off, meaning the beneficiaries will be followed. Are you getting? And for those who are benefiting, it is written off, and then the loans you have, when the loans are written off, the shares are doubled. But this man is not benefiting. Nothing. And he has children at home. He has children who are going to school and such like problems. What do you think that family would do? There is nothing the society can do. There is nothing the members of the family will do. Only to suffer. So what we are saying is, can this person, when he retires, get what is there in the Sacco? Transfer the 12,000. For that period, he was supposed to do what we call deductions, when he was supposed to be deducted from his benefits. Then this money will remain yours, but you will benefit from what is from the welfare. Isn't that what you are saying, Chairman? So that is how this thing is affecting all of us. It is going to affect all of us. So let us pass it so that it will save us. Thank you, Chairman.
Thank you. A hand up is there? Yes. No problem. Hata kama tukikaa mpaka saa moja, mimi sina wasiwasi. Tuendelee. Let's understand. Who has the phone?
Excuse. Yeah. I am William Chelimo, member 15400.
Yes?
Member 15400.
15400.
According to the question of the way you was explaining, I'm still not satisfied when a member becomes dormant for a certain period. His explanation, I thought it was only affecting member welfare, but not the savings. If my savings are still in Boresha, then I thought I was going to enjoy any benefits. But this case is making me to enjoy the benefits of welfare when it comes to, say, death or whatever. But I was expecting the deceased you are talking about to have enjoyed the other benefits of things.
Thank you. Yes, you will get somebody. I'm giving the person to, and let me give the next one so that they can answer the two. That person there. Thank you.
Yes, my name is William Kangogo.
Yes, again, repeat.
William Kangogo.
William Kangogo. Membership?
Yes, number 6233.
Yes, 5233.
Yes, about this membership welfare, as my colleague member said, I thought it will not affect the savings. And this 12,000 is good to be clear to delink from the savings and others, so that the member enjoys before he gets his or her benefits from the employer. And this 12,000, is it once? What will happen now with the savings? Let's say I'm waiting for 20 months before I get my retirement. What will happen with my savings? I have some little loans like 500,000, and my savings is 1.5 million. Will I be accessible to what is extra? Because I project that some of us, we can go beyond our limit and we borrow. And the Sacco has been so fair. What shall we be getting from our savings? Because we have a surplus.
Thank you very much. Can you answer?
Thank you so much for those questions. And to clarify on that proposal, I want us to check on page 6, where we are now talking of the principal member here. Consolation, when the principal member passes on, consolation is 20,000 shillings. This is given to help your family in making your funeral arrangements. This amount is not deducted from the member or the deposits or the savings that the member has. Where does the money come from? The money comes from the pool of the sinking fund where you contribute member welfare fund of 500 shillings every month. When it comes to 1 year, it's 6,000. When it comes to 2 years, it's 12,000. Now, the resolution there is saying, there's also the part that it's saying, family may request for an advance to help in the funeral arrangement for the principal member. Then let's check number 3. The loan is written off against the member welfare fund, okay? And the deposit stroke savings in COSA deposits is doubled and paid to the next of kin. Baka hapo. What this means is that the 500 that you contribute as a member each and every day goes into a pool that acts as a cushion in case the principal member passes on. So what happens with retirement? Most of the civil servants, the teachers, ukienda retire after 60 on your 60th birthday, and the only source of income that you had ni mshahara, sometimes there is a delay in getting your benefits. It might take up to 15 months, it might take up to 2 years. During that time, the 500 shillings that you usually contribute towards your member welfare fund is not coming through. What does that mean? You are inactive in contributing to the member welfare fund. God forbid, if something happens before your benefits ikuje, you will be very inactive when it comes to contributing to the member welfare fund. And that's why we are saying, as members, as young as we are, as the retire is very far, kuna vitu tumeiona kama Sacco as a gap. And that gap is why we have come here to see how we can be able to correct it in a very, very amicable way. We are saying, before your pesa yako pension ikuje, you have been saving with us for a while. You have deposits with us. Why don't we get 12,000 from your deposits, and that money, make sure you are up to date in terms of the member welfare fund for the next 2 years. That way, if anything happens 5 months into your retirement, then you are very, very eligible to have your deposits doubled and given to your next of kin. You are very eligible for all the member welfare fund affecting a principal member. Just that we are trying to say the delay isikue tisho ya kufanya these members to withdraw, the 14 members. Retirement should not be a time of saying, oh, what next and next. The best way actually is just to use the same fund that you have been building over time. Tunatoa tu kwa deposits, tunapeleka kwa member welfare fund, and you are covered for 2 years. In case your benefits come before then and you get your monthly contribution, what will that mean? We'll start deducting the 500 after the lapse of the period of 2 years, because you'll be paid in advance. You will have contributed in advance and you are paid up and covered as a member. So this proposal, members, is a very modest way of saying, this is what the management have noticed. People, umekuwa faithful for 60 years. Then on your 60th year and the 5th month, you come in and the officer who is processing your benefits anakuambia, you have not contributed for the next 4 months, and unfortunately, you are not qualifying. Hiyo haitakaa mzuri sana. So this call is for us to realize that the Sacco is coming in a very, very, very kind way of saying, let us transfer that amount. But if you have another source of income, Kama maziwa inakuja, unasema tu standing order of 500 to member welfare fund. We have members from diaspora. They don't have salary coming through Boresha. But once they fund their account, pesa iko kwa account, tunaweka tu standing order ya 500 to the member welfare fund. So you have the options to choose. But this was for those people who don't have any additional source of income. They don't have anything remaining in their savings account. Sawa sawa. This thing also, we will not forcefully do it when you reach retirement. Kuna hiyo party anasema, you are able to, the member will fill the form. You have to fill the form, the consent that you are saying, the 12,000 to be transferred to your member welfare fund to cover you for the next 2 years. But if you are financially disciplined and you can be able to contribute through standing order, fund your account, standing order of 200 to the member welfare fund. So that was the call that we have on that proposal of the 12,000 shillings. This again goes hand in hand with the resolution on requirement for processing death claims. There's a proposal, the board and management proposed to improve the consolation fee from 20,000, which is what has been happening, to 30,000 upon demise of the principal member, effective 1st of July 2025. What we are saying again is the 20,000 that the family will be given when God takes us to glory is very little money. It might not be able to even hire the tent for people to sit. So the Sacco are proposing that out of the 500 that you contribute to the member welfare fund, that fee to be, the benefit that you get to be increased from 20,000 to 30,000. So these two resolutions go hand in hand, and it's for the benefit of the principal member. It's for the benefit of all the kind of people that we have. Because we understand that we are inclusive and we have to move as a team. Chairman, you can take the two resolutions.
Thank you very much, Winnie. I jumped that one. I never saw, and I apologize because of age. So don't blame me. Ni mwaka naenda na macho naenda chini. Hapana, naenda juu, inaenda. Sikuona hiyo proposal. So we have two proposals. That one of how much? 20 to 30, alafu iko ya chini. Who proposes the first one on top? A proposer and a seconder on top, 20 to 30. Ini mali yako tu. Any proposer? Anybody? Yes, thank you very much. Say your name and your membership number.
Membership number 6604.
Name?
John Jebore.
Very
I
good.
propose from 20 to 30,000.
Thank you very much. Seconder? Seconder?
My name is Shadrach Korir, member 1622, 222, 220. I second 16,220.
16,220. Thank you very much.
I second.
Now the next one now, that one of 12,000. Who proposes? 12,000 yuko pale.
Okay. Number 6233.
Name?
William Kangogo.
William Kangogo.
I propose.
Propose. Seconder is there. Kwenda huko, kuna mtu huko mwisho. You gonna stand up?
William Chelimo, member 15,400.
15,400.
Yes.
Yes.
And I still have another question. I requested last year.
Yes.
And I'm still making the same request.
You have seconded first.
Yes, I have seconded.
Thank you. Another question?
There is this thing I said last year that I wish if we could put a figure. There is this thing we say with competitive interest rates.
Competitive?
Interest rates on lump sum.
Page?
Page 8.
Page 8.
Paragraph 3. I requested last year we put a figure. It is still hidden.
Very good.
Oh, I wish we put 13 or something like that so that I can calculate and then I do something.
Very good. And, no responding. Let's finish. I'm now going to page 8. Eh? He has started asking question. Any other person with another question on page 8? On page 8. Because that's where I was going to. Page 8, anybody with any question on page 8? Nobody. Can you answer that one? Oh, yes, there. And my ladies, what did you Mananyamasa? Can you assist us?
Yes.
I think they understand. Our ladies are sharp.
I am
They
Dr.
understand.
Geoffrey.
Yes.
Membership number 14707. It's not a question. It is an input for you on number 14.0.
Yes.
Delivery of service to members. I request that you bring your service to the members to Biretwa, coming town. Yeah, I request.
You requested us to bring
the service to Biretwa.
To Biretwa.
Yes, upcoming town.
All right. Thank you. Yes, my Marakwet man.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Chairman. I think welcome now to Marakwet.
Thank
It's
you.
very safe. We have the internal security minister. So the
Yes.
area is very safe. So my request is also on delivery service. I was saying when you come to our schools,
Yes.
immediately the JSS teachers were confirmed.
Yes.
We saw many insurance, many banks, Equity, what they came to our schools.
Yes.
Where is the Suzuki ile ya Boresha yenye ilikuwa nazunguka recruiting members, especially down there.
Yes.
And if possible, you can use your veto power. Give me a delegate to be of Marakwet. Next year, I will bring you more members.
The lower part. The lower part. The lower part or where?
I'm from the upper part.
The upper part.
Yeah, Marakwet West.
Oh, Marakwet West.
Yeah, thank you.
And take your report. Very good. Can you then answer those questions? The other one of the delegate, hiyo ni yangu na wewe. Nakwisha. Thank you. Yes.
Thank you, Chairman. Maybe to answer two, for the one for competitive price rates, I think the member meant for fixed deposits on lump sum pension by members. Normally, we keep reviewing that rates policy as the market changes. Currently, we are using banding. So if you are fixing for 1 million, normally we take for 3 months downwards to 12 months. 3 years, 6 months, 9 months, and 12 months. We give you up to 13%. Doing from 5 million to 1 million for 12 months, up to 14%. And then at the 5 million and above, we give up to 15%. So now it depends on which quarter are you choosing, for 3 months, 6 months, and other. So we are not so fixed that we use, sometime back, 2 years ago, we used to say 13% maximum. But now we have banded. The highest is 15% per annum. And then the lowest depends on the months. It can come to 9%. I think the lowest is 9%. That's you are fixing less than 1 million. That's 50,000, and you are fixing for 3 months. That comes to 9%. But the highest is 15% for 5 million and above. You can fix any amount from 20,000 upwards. What you've said about marketing, our Suzuki is no longer there. We had an accident some time back at Kapsawar. It was written off. We are waiting for another one. But we have now a marketing schedule. We've done for Keyo North and Keyo South. This man has done for Keyo South, from Kamosori, the other side. We've did it from Kaptagat this way. We have covered the whole of Keyo North and part of Marakwet East, except some few schools, Kobil, Singore, there and Mindirilo. There are about 3 schools. Then now, from when you open the school, we have a marketing program for Marakwet West completely. When we are done with the old zones, we normally do with zones. We go from Pukar, we come from this one, go to Parkoyet, we covered Angval, all of them. Paka Kipendo, Komushu, Paka Kapchela. We've been there. We are two. When I have my staff, we normally Najikawa to Nakava. So we are coming there. So we've been in schools. I know these Gen Zs now, it takes some time. So we take a lot of convincing. And also, we rely on you. When you are at school, wakati uko staff room, ongelesha pole pole, wako na maswali mingi na pia wako na haraka mingi sana. They want, wanataka unakuja, wanataka 6 million, unaambia nikukate shares ile, we call it member karibu member. A quarter of it, you give maximum like banks do. But for them, they don't like this issue of saving. Wanataka tu full. Ukiambia nakupea 1.6, naambia nakata 375 kwa shares, anasema hii 375 hapana. Huko nataka yote. Anataka kununua gari, anataka kununua shamba, anataka afanye harusi yote sababu moja. Hiyo ndio changamoto tuko nayo, nikueleza. Asante.
Yes, I think we are through with that. Let's go ahead. Tumemalizana na page 8. We go to page 9. Any comment on page 9? Page 10. Page 10. I want to thank the people of the 4 regions that we went for elections. Mogotio, number 1 was Willie Chebet. He was returned unopposed. Number 2, Ezekiel Lonyanga Peta from Pokot. He was returned unopposed. And the 2 ladies, Farida Haji and Isabella, they're from Marigat Division. They were both returned unopposed. Thank you. So now, anybody with any comment before I wind up? Hakuna. Pass. Bana branch manager, what is the way forward now? Yes? Oh, sorry. Now, because I have the officers here, sorry, gentlemen, because nilikuwa nimefurahia watu mpaka nikasahau. So we have the 2 officers to answer na is this Kopet? KNUT first, so that the ministry can finish later. Karibu bwana KNUT.
So thank you, Chairman. All protocol observed, members, good afternoon. So I am Ken Chirchir, Assistant Executive Secretary. So I'm here on behalf of our branch. We really appreciate the good work that Boresha is doing. And as a family, it is also good to appreciate the members who have turned up. We are aware that when you are a member of a Sacco, you are the owner. So it is good to sacrifice time and attend this important function. I made a request last year, and this was on the delegates. We were given 3 slots. We filled 2 slots. So one, Bwana Chairman, has not been fulfilled. A delegate. Yeah. Well, we are given 5. And 4. Yeah, so that was a request that I made last year. I think it will be fulfilled, maybe God willing next year. On dividends also payment, it is good to appreciate. Most members requested that we get our dividends February, and I hope it has been captured in the report. So that is well done. Another thing I saw a member has raised is the issue of the calendars. You know, that is one way of marketing our society. So maybe, I don't know what happened this year, you are not issued with that. Another thing is the fear that is going on across all the circles concerning Sasra. It is good, Bwana Chairman, you have said Cusco, not Sasra, Cusco. It is good you have said you will shed light on the same, and also our cooperative officer. Finally, as the Assistant Executive Secretary, I know we have our members who belong to our branch, KNUT, KO North and KO South. So as your Assistant Executive Secretary, I will also want to grow come next year, when our Executive Secretary will be retiring. So I would also want to grow, and the people to grow, to make me to grow are you. So I have already declared my interest in that position of the Executive Secretary. I am able, I'm willing, and I have the courage. Thank you so much. Let me not say much, because this one is Boresha Day. Boresha Day. Finally, let me appreciate the good work that the manager and the staff are doing within our branch. They are really doing good work. Thank you so much. Asante.
Tupigie makofi. Yes. All the time I've been telling you who's a proposer, who's a seconder. I'm proposing him, and I'm seconding him to be the executive secretary next year. All right. Karibu ndugu yangu, Bwana Cooperative Officer.
Thank you, Bwana Chairman, for proposing my friend here to be Secretary General next year. Even me now, I just second Bwana Chairman. Because usually when the NAT people stand to talk, they seem to be prolonging the talks. But you are very brief, precise, and the point. Thank you very much for that one. Bwana Chairman, me, I will not take a lot of your time. Because we came early here, others came late. But it's good for the chairman. I said next year, please, we try our best so that we come in time. We could have now finished the meeting at this time, but now since we started late, now it's almost 2. Mr. Chairman, first of all, is to thank the members of Boresha Sacco. Boresha Sacco is a Sacco which is known everywhere in this county. Wherever we go in the meetings, because we as the corporate officers, when we worked for the meetings, the name Boresha will not miss. We talked during those meetings. So Boresha is with us, and the Boresha, we as the office, when we launched the office, Bwana Chairman, when you came, the whole office came, even the governor was there. So we have our support as a county. You do your business, even us, even though me I belong to another Sacco, but the manager, the branch manager can attest to you that I always encourage him. I always come to his office to encourage him. And if I have members, then I tell him, go to Boresha, open an account, and be a member of Boresha. So I attest that one of our staff, is a ward corporate officer, is here. You can stand up, Raymond. Raymond is a ward corporate officer in charge of Dambach ward. He's a member here. So, Bwana Chairman, that means our office have faith in your Sacco. Have faith in your Sacco, and we believe that Boresha can take our members far by empowering them financially. With the timing of AGM and ADMs, I think, Bwana Chairman, you have reduced now the time period to February, which is better now. Like ours, we did in January, but it's a DT Sacco, but yours has got a lot of members. Ours is almost 10, yours is 90-something thousand members, which is better. So I encourage you members to recruit new members to come to Boresha. Some Saccos, they say that when you bring a new member, there's a small tokens you are given. So if you members next year or this year, you will recruit one, and the marketing officer, they recruit others. So we can grow members so that we can get more slots in this county. So we can be having some zones. They can add us some zones. So we have more delegates. When we have more delegates, that means we have more say in Boresha, from this county. So, Bwana Chairman, I want to talk about the guarantors. Members, when you want a loan, you guarantee each other as a member. Most Saccos, DT Saccos, what they have done, here Madam Madam in charge of ICT. Yes, they are now improving to sign online. But there's a message which comes to ask you, have you guaranteed Mr. So and so? Please, members, when you guarantee somebody, make sure you know her or him. Because we have cases in our office where we have members have guaranteed each other, and a member disappears. So, it becomes so painful. The one we have guaranteed, they start now attaching your either your shares, your saving deposits, or your salary. So when you guarantee somebody and when you receive a message from headquarters, please say yes. If it is no, please call immediately. You have been given all the contacts. Call immediately, or call the manager here. The office is nearer. Or rush there if you are around Iten and tell him, I've received a message, but I've not guaranteed somebody. Because if you delay for 1 hour, that man, that member will have received the loan. So it's to be very careful about that one. Recruitment, I've said, and the patronizing now. When you are a member of such very good Sacco, you have to patronize all the activities of the Sacco. And please, they have given us very good products. You go and read these products. If you are a farmer, you can get a loan. If you are a businessman, you can get a loan. If you are a new member, you can get a loan which can boost you. So there are a lot of products, especially these young members, young in age. Please make more contribution to this Sacco. Save more, because it will benefit you for the better. You are the people who will benefit more than we, old people who are almost retiring. Me, I'm retiring next year. I'll not be with you next year. So recruit more members. And we, the ones who are going to retire, please, I urge you to remain in the Sacco. Some Saccos now have given slots, I've read here. They are going to give delegates to those who have retired. They will be having their own delegates, senior citizen delegates, who can represent them during the annual delegates meeting. So, and you can get a loan. There's a very good products for the retirees. Like me now, if I retire, in fact, I propose myself that my pension will pass through my Sacco, which is better, because when I go home, that's the only place I'll be getting money. So I urge you, please, to patronize this Sacco and enjoy very good products. This Sacco is coming up again with another products, I know. There are so many products. In fact, every month or every quarter, they think of which products now are we going to give to our members. So there are more products they are coming. They compete. You know, these Saccos, they compete each other. So, and they copycat. They copycat what the others are doing. They want to do it better or best. So please patronize your Sacco and enjoy the products. For those ones whose salary does not pass through the Sacco, please channel your salary through the Sacco. You know, when you channel through the Sacco, how much do you charge when somebody withdraws the salary? 100. I think, with withdraw salary. 100. Yeah. You know, understand now. 100 shillings. What if all of us channel our salary through the Sacco? You should get a lot of dividends. You know, that one puts as an income. It's an income to your Sacco, and you get more dividends. Next year, you might move from this 10, 11%, 11 or what, 10% to even 12%, percentage of 2. So please tell the ones who are not channeling their salary through the FOSA to channel their salary through this FOSA. Let me now talk about the animal, Cusco. Cusco, you are with the minister, Honorable Oparanya, on Friday here, Iten, and he talked about Cusco. But we have heard about Cusco, we have been told about Cusco. Cusco, what they did, they embezzled the members' money. When I say members, the Saccos. They embezzled 13 billion shillings. Terrible. I don't know how much, Chairman, you have saved in Cusco. How much? Million. 290 million. For 48 million going to waste because of embezzlement of the members' money who are the SACCOs. The 13 billion, what now they have done, they have taken those people to court. You know, when you go to court now, you can, even your assets, if they are sold, you cannot make that 13 billion. They have said they have seized all the assets of Cusco. Magariot, everything, they are in Nairobi. I think they want to dispose. If they dispose, will they make 13 billion so that they can refund to members? The regulator, SASRA, has advised now the accountants and the internal auditors and the external auditors to make what we call provision in their books. When you are told to make a provision in your books, that means what? There is no hope, isn't it? As a bad debt. When you make a provision as a bad debt, it is, it inakula your surplus, isn't it? You know, inakuliwa kutoka kwa surplus. So it reduce vitu vingine. So it's very painful to most SACCOs. But let's hope the government might do something so that it can save these SACCOs. I know another SACCO from somewhere up, DT SACCOs, they have 71 million. You said 48. Others, these small SACCOs, I hope when a chairman you have stopped now contributing to SACCOs. Samani, wachana maneno ya kutoa pesa huko sasa. Because now we have been told by the regulator SASRA that start now making provisions in your books of accounts as a bad debt of 48 million. It's too much. So that's the situation we are in now. But let's hope the government might do something, might look for the money elsewhere, or they can patch it. I don't know what they can do, so that they can fund that money to the member SACCOs. Bwana Chairman, Boresha Sacco is going places. I told you last year. Your members are very faithful. I know they are talking to other members, and they are recruiting, even if you are not a teacher, from all quarters. They have gone even to the diaspora. So please recruit members. Your SACCO is sound. Even though we have those small itches, your SACCO is very sound. So, Bwana Chairman, I want to say thank you very much to your board for doing the best for your members. In fact, when you came to Elgeyo Marakwet, people like us, we had joined other SACCOs. I wish you came earlier, I could have joined this SACCO. But still, I just talk good about Boresha, myself. You know, we attend a lot of meetings. Like now, we have a lot of annual general meetings. When I go there, they talk about Boresha is the best. Save your money there in Boresha. So Boresha, I wish you well. I wish you good savings. Mungu atusaidie vitu ya SHA, nini, iende chini. So that even me, I'm affected. In fact, we are not used to have NSSF. We did not used to have the levy and others. So we hope one day God will open the doors so that our payslip can improve a bit. Thank you very much, and may God bless you. Thank you very much.
Asante sana, tupikie makofi bwana cooperative officer. And I'm requesting him soon when you retire, later retirement Boresha. Wache ile ingine hiyo salary iende kando, lakini ile retirement later Boresha. Very good. Bas, and then those people are very near to him. Later aende huko. I want to answer a question that somebody said, when you bring one person, what are you given? You're given 1,000. Ukilete mtu moja Boresha, unapata 1,000. Why don't you do this? And I'm giving a live example like me. I said, why should I not get this 1,000? Nikaenda lazimisha my wife. I forced her. Aingie Boresha, nipite kapata 1,000. Sitakaenda nunulie nyama barabarani. So gentlemen and ladies, why don't you force the husband, alafu wata 1,000. Force the wife to come in. And then go to your brothers, your sisters, and everybody there. Tutachasa hii nyumba. Is that correct? Mambo ya calendars, I'm told, ishapeana kwa mashule. Very good. Si watu yangu nasikia? Si wanasikia? Unajua wamenitanganya ya kwamba ameenda kwa shule. Hakuna. So bana branch manager, what's the way forward? What are you going to do?
As I've said earlier, tumeenda mashule kichache, hatujaenda yote.
Yes?
We've gone to some few schools.
Yes.
And tuliwacha calendar suko. Ngawaje ilikuwa 3, saa zingine ni 4. But for individual members, I think hatuko nini this year. Maybe the budget was a bit slow. Ilinini kidogo, but we are attacking to schools. Even those schools ni hatujaenda, we prefer maybe we use institutions to distribute calendars this year. But I think we have got your feedback. Maybe just rudi nyuma and then we discuss about it.
What about those people who are in this meeting? Wanaweza kupata leo? Hakuna.
We don't have to be honest, hatuna leo. Tulimaliza kwa shule, so we are waiting.
Bas, let me give to my board here.
Let me say something about it. That's a proposal. Now for members, I think, Chairman, next year, we produce the way we produce 3 per school and other institutions. But when it comes to members, I suggest it be put in this document at the meeting. Then it becomes part of it.
Order. That is democracy.
That is mine.
That is democracy. Everybody has the right to say yes or no. That's your democracy. Thank you very much. Tumewachana na hiyo. Now, kuna mtu amebeba. Okay.
Bwana Chairman, I think when I brought the issue of calendar, when you come to my house, the Boresha from 20, I think it was 2010 or when I joined the Boresha.
Yes.
The calendars are hot, decorating my house.
Very
when
good.
I talk to my sons and daughters, I say, this is the ladder which brought you to where you are.
Which is
so
true.
When you cut on 2024, how will I be able to?
Thank you. Let me propose this. Since it's a delegate, I'll give you to come and raise that issue in the ADM. So that delegates vote for petition. You have the powers to say, Chairman, no, we want calendars. Kwisha. Mimi sina uwezo yote. Thank you. Kuna mtu mmoja mwisho huko ili tufunge. Ana volunteer to pray for this session to prepare himself or herself. Hakuna mtu nyuma huko? Hakuna. Bas, thank you very much. Somebody to pray for us. Our reverend, correct? Our reverend should be there. Thank you very much, Reverend.
So I wanted to say before I pray.
I think we can stand back.
Before we pray, I want to say that we propose the calendars. And I believe if we shall go.
Oh, sorry,
today,
Pastor. There is an announcement first.
Yes.
Let's get the announcement. What is the way forward after this? What's going to happen after the prayer?
Thank you. After the prayer, we have some snack. Tumeweka hapo nyuma some little snack. So tapita ukichukua ama ukule hapo nje. Either soda or milk and then a loaf of bread. Ya kumaliza. And lastly, Chairman, the Board of Directors, my colleagues, Nat, Ken, and Mr. Wanya, and dear members, I want to appreciate your coming here in numbers and everything. We appreciate the support that you've given to the branch. You've been giving us feedback, especially in members, especially the member recruiter member. I know we have a backlog of ours. I know about some few cases at Jamaliza, but we are going to finish in this coming week. Continue assisting us in marketing, giving us feedback, how you want our services to be. Our offices are always open. Our contacts are open. We'll come. Thank you very much, and God bless you as you go back to your homes. Greet those who left behind. Thank you.
Thank you. I wanted to say as a pastor, even my church, I have 2 churches, and they are waiting for calendars. So what will I tell them? Apart from I'm teaching, I'm a pastor. So what will I tell my family also? Yes, we need now those calendars. As you meet in the ADC or delegates conference, let's have by April calendars for each one of us. We have our contacts. We have left our contacts through the manager. We can pick those calendars. I believe that is a point. That one, especially for all of us, even extra. So let's stand and then we pray. So wacha tuombe. Baba, tunakushukuru wakati umekuwa pamoja nasi. We give you all the glory because you have been with us since morning as we deliberated for our own issues of our welfare, our Sacco Boresha. We thank you because you are going to lift this Sacco higher and higher again. We thank you because even of this meeting, as we leave to our various homes, Lord, be with us. Even the snacks ahead of us, you bless it as we partake it. In Jesus' name we pray and believe. Amen.
Asanteni sana, asanteni sana. We can now break out and tukutane.